please grab your popcorn and turn off your phones and get ready to enjoy the ride.
Ooh, yeah, they make me want to go out. Ooh, yeah, and near the river, the old lady howls. Paddle on. I am going to.
In 1954, we began operations in Kitimat with a substantial investment, a long-term commitment, and a simple dream. A dream that was built on the dedication and skill of 35,000 determined workers. Through teamwork, purpose, and perseverance, we expanded and evolved, doubling production capacity, nurturing communities, and making a positive difference in the northern BC landscape and economy. Today, Rio Tinto Alcan continues to lead the way, using leading-edge equipment, innovative technologies, and visionary thinking to deliver more opportunities and establish stronger partnerships that will stand the test of time. As we move into tomorrow, we're taking the next steps towards creating a lasting legacy. Because when all is said and done, we remain true to the same dream we had 50 years ago of building the future together.
Look, Cracker, don't you be talking no Forrest Gump crap to me, you little bitch waffle. Sitting there talking all that hunky-ass, whiny crap like Mama said life is like a box of chocolates.
Hi, my name is Paige, and I was born in 1992, 50 years after Alcan waged war on nature and Cheslada.
Mike Robertson is the Senior Policy Advisor for Cheslada. He has been following the UMAM for quite some time now.
The Kenny Dam was the impetus for all these other smaller dams. When they built the Kenny Dam, it never occurred to them that the Chaco River was going to dry up. So when the dam was getting close to being closed, the federal government demanded some kind of measure be implemented to allow for the release of water in the Chaco in order to keep the salmon alive. At the last moment, at the end of March 1952, they decided that they could build a dam at the outlet of Cheslada Lake, which initially wasn't even part of the overall project. But if they built a dam at Cheslada Lake and captured the spring runoff, they would be able to release water into the Chaco River. There was trainloads of research done, Paige, scientific inventory. They even did an inventory of Cheslada Lake, but they were all ignored for the sake of power development. One thing that always struck me was it was the conclusion of the private sector and the scientific community that the salmon are a huge economic resource for British Columbia, but they were ignored because the government said that the salmon industry at that time was worth $30 million a year, but the aluminum industry is worth almost $500 million. So it was all economics. There was uproars in the United States, in Vancouver, British Columbia, Ottawa, but at the time, the water controller of British Columbia had full authority over the Chaco River. I found a picture in the provincial archives, and it was a group picture of Chief Louis, his family, and some of the Jacks. I was showing it to Abel one day back in the early 90s, and he says, "Oh, there's you, Mom." He pointed to these little fish that were strung on sticks, and they were drying on the poles behind Chief Louis and his family up high. The photograph was taken in 1910. He started telling me the story of the Umam, and Pat Edmund told me, Casimir Jack, Lexi Jack, all the old people from that time all have great memories of the umam because they were a specialty food source. It was pretty rare. It didn't exist in a lot of lakes or water bodies. These umam, they grew to be about 6 to 8 inches long, and they were very prolific in the fall when they spawned. They spawned on the shores of Cheslada Lake in the gravel, an important food source. That's correct, Paige. Where one of the impetus for the Cheslada redevelopment was to build a spillway at Kenny Dam and possibly some kind of weir structure at the outlet of Cheslada, and once again raise the levels of the lake to a near natural state, which would allow for the overall fishery to be revived in Cheslada, including the umam.
Which brings us to today, where I now live in the Comox Valley, a proposed parkland and green space.
It seemed pretty harmless, but further beyond that, there was an 1,100 to 1,200 home development plan. This made me question a lot, like where was the water coming from? Where would the dirty water go? How would this affect the water levels in the salmon lives, as well as the local environment around it? Until I ran into conservationists Dave and Judy, who were fighting for the environment in every way they could.
Two nature warriors had actually showed me there was, in fact, a story here.
Before long, I was looking at not only an ethical dilemma, but a really sad ending to an extremely beautiful place. So I set out to find out everything. I hit up official buildings, museums, public officials, anyone who would actually talk on camera. Then I found Arzina. Here's what she had to say.
Hi, my name is Arzina Hamir. I'm a farmer here in the Comox Valley. And recently I just got elected to the Comox Valley Regional District as the Area B Director. So my family has spent quite a bit of time here. We used to come here and picnic and swim and cool off in the summer. It was kind of our place to really refresh ourselves because summers can get quite hot here. I believe that we're connected to all the watersheds in our community. Our own farm is on the Solom River watershed. But Stoughton Falls, the Puntledge River, all the watersheds here are vital for our existence. We need to protect these waterways, not only for humans, but all of the species that make the valley the beautiful place that it is. The rivers are the lifeblood of salmon. The trees that help protect the rivers need to be honored, and that's not happening right now. And unfortunately,
Private
interests, I would just sort of put it down, hunger for money is deforesting the area and threatening both the quality, the quantity of the water, and our public spaces like Stoughton Falls. So in the Comox Valley, there aren't actually any plans that I'm aware of to clean up the watersheds and to look at them holistically. On the government level, I'm not seeing something that's looking at everything. There are some nonprofits like Project Watershed that does look at the valley from a more holistic point of view. I have not personally met the current owner of this property. So it's my understanding that the current owners of the property that surrounds 3L still have plans to develop their 1,000+ homes in the area. Even though the Comox Valley Regional District refused to allow them to do that, the current owners are now taking the CVRD to court. So they're suing the CVRD for that decision when it comes to that type of behavior, because decision's already been made. It's the right decision. It honors the regional growth strategy that was developed by people here in the Comox Valley. We decided that this area is just too precious to have that much development. One thing that community members can do is write to their regional representatives. Whether you live in the city of Courtenay, Comox, Cumberland, any of the rural areas, write to your representatives and tell them how you feel about Stoughton Falls, about what's going on, because we really need to know that the community has our back when we fight against decisions, lawsuits, things like that.
Abel Peters won that war, as many of you will go on to win many other wars with corporate industries that don't think that the environment is an entity its own to be reckoned with.
Look, we can get in.
What the Creator has created for us. I felt so much power when I was on top of that mountain. It came right through me that I would have to stop, close my eyes, and said a prayer right around.
So, Kieran, how does it feel to get
And I felt
kidnapped?
the power and the love of the Creator up there.
AKA, we must all kidnap Kieran and have fun.
Olivia, are you in your natural habitat?
I am. Very much so.
Aaron.
Hi.
Oh my god! That's beautiful. Glad someone has that mask actually. Picture of your videotaping, okay.
I should have brought another battery.
The unnecessary destruction of the earth really isn't progress at all.
Planted firmly in the mud, we are alive. The burning embers in our eyes, the tingling touch upon our skin. And in the heat of passion, we begin to understand that we are of this land, that we are part of Earth. And when it's threatened, we will fight for all we're worth. We watch the dam come crashing down, water rushing to the sea. And now the river, now the river, now the river, now is free.